Greetings to all melanated people around the world. It's really a joy and a blessing. It's an honor to be greeting you. Whether you have little melanin or you have plenty melanin, we are all melanated people. And the melanin is to help us to vibrate to a higher level of consciousness. The only difference is some have more than others, and those who have more, if they get their mind in the right frequency, they will be able to vibrate even more quickly. And we who are the more dark-skinned people, we are very fortunate to have more melanin than anyone else. And I am not speaking from theory. I am speaking from experience. And I'm so glad that I had no prior knowledge about the things that are actually out there on the internet before I had my ascension, because when it happened to me, I didn't even realize what was taking place with me. But I'm grateful that when I speak, I'm speaking as an enlightened one. I'm speaking as a self-realized being. And anyone who listens to me, you will realize that I'm not an intellectual. You ask me what book I read, the only book I know where consciousness is concerned that I used to read is the Bible. And that is why when I speak to you, I speak to you from the Bible. But I don't speak to you from the Bible as if the Bible is secular history. So let me lay the foundation right here. My teaching is that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. That the Bible is not literal, neither is the Bible secular history. And that the Bible was written symbolically. And that the language of the Bible is a mystical language. And I can say that because I have mystical ability that was given to me. That's the reason why since I was a little boy, I had one ambition, and that ambition was to know who am I and who God is for myself. And it has always been my search in this life until I vibrate to the level that have afforded me to be here to share my experience with you. That's the reason why I want to speak to you concerning King Solomon and how King Solomon manifests and what was the technique of King Solomon manifestation. But first of all, you have to realize that when I speak about King Solomon, I am not speaking about a man 2,000 years ago or many thousands of years ago, because the Bible have no reference to any actual event that took place upon the earth thousands of years ago, or to any actual person that ever existed thousands of years ago. It's all addressing the human psyche. Now, based on what I would have experienced in my ascension, and I always say to you that the S-U-N will arise in you. And the Bible tells you that in Malachi 4:2, that the Son of righteousness shall arise in you with healing in his wings. And Psalms 84:11 tells you the Lord thy God is a sun, as in S-U-N, and a shield. Sol is speaking about the sun. It is speaking about light. It is speaking about heat. It is speaking about fire. And man is speaking about our human experience. So Solomon is the man or woman in whom God awakes. Just like I will tell you, Jesus Christ is the man or woman in whom God awakes. That is why when you read in 1 Kings chapter 3 about Solomon, it tells you that Solomon awake out of the dream and found it to be a dream. So once you understand that, and understand that this life is actually a dream, not by theory, because many people that say that this life is a dream, ask them if they have ever wake up That's why it tells you in the Bible that you shall change from mortal to immortality in a twinkling of an eye. Because there's an eye in you. That eye in you, when it open, it will be one twinkle like that. And you will ascend. Like a fiery being. And you will hear the unearthly wind. The mighty rushing wind. I'm speaking from experience, my brother and my sisters. So yes, it tells you how to manifest your every desire by showing you the story of King Solomon. But you have to be able to take that story of King Solomon and tie it in with Matthew 6:33, which says you must seek first the kingdom. So it tells you that Solomon had a kingdom. But before Solomon had a kingdom and could rule the kingdom, that Solomon found the kingdom. And he found that it was in a dream. And then it tells you that when the genie, I speak of some parables now, when the genie arises in you and asks you what is your wish, because remember your wish would be his command. When you get into the realm of frequency, and Solomon didn't ask for riches. He says that Solomon asked for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to rule his people. When he said to rule his people, it is speaking about the government or the governmental system at this world of Caesar. It is speaking about having an understanding heart, a heart of empathy, whereby you can reach out to humanity, to uplift humanity, to bring them into a golden age. To bring them into Sabbath, into rest, to bring them into their higher self. So the real technique of Solomon to manifest riches is that you have to discover yourself first. You have to know who you are. And when you come to discover who you are, your desire would be to manifest a life that will uplift humanity. So my brother and my sisters, the material things, the riches, the success, all these things is to uplift humanity. It's not to brag and boast and say how much money you manifest, or which house you manifest, or which car you manifest. That is why you have to be so careful with the law of attraction. Because when you come to your higher self, which is the mind state of Solomon, where you become more wise and more understanding and realize that this life is a dream, and realize all of these things that you see around you, they were false imagined, they were false thought. You would realize that the only manifestation technique you need to learn is how to manifest a life that worth living upon the face of this earth. A life of value. A life of self-worth. A life that will be able to tell others that greatness is in them. A life that will encourage others. A life that will tell others to find the coin of the realm before you try to find the coin of Caesar. A life that will teach your people how to get money to follow them instead of them following money. To get riches to follow them instead of them following after riches. Because when you seek after wisdom first, then money will follow you. So follow after wisdom first. By discovering that the kingdom of God is within you. And when you discover that the kingdom of God is within you, and you seek that first, He say all these things shall be added unto you. So all who's speaking about manifestation, all the things that you manifest, what would it mean if it wasn't used to impact the life of others? What would you leave behind if it wasn't used to uplift others? So the greatest feeling of accomplishment that I could ever attain is being here, reaching out to you, speaking to you. And it doesn't matter what are you on in this life, there could be no greater feeling that I can have more than to know that I'm serving humanity, because I find my purpose. I know what I was called in this life to do, and I'm encouraging you also to find your purpose and know what you were born in this world to do. And when you do that, all these other things will come to you. You don't have to fight. It will come to you. That's why it is said, give, and it shall come back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, shall man give into your bosom. Some people only know giving, as in giving money. No, give of yourself. There's no greater gift to give than yourself. And there's no greater gift that God could have given anyone than Himself. So believe in your God self. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much. And I want to thank all of those, I want to thank all of you who've been supporting our ebooks and hardcover books. And those of you who are new to the channel, if you want to check out our books, the link is right down below for you. Those who've been supporting and patching, I want to thank you very much. And I promise you, from now on, every week, I'm going to make a very long video for those on Patreon, whereby I'll go more in depth in the Bible. I'll teach up to an hour, right, and the Bible, and open up more of these things that I'm saying to you, because some people say that some of these videos, they're a little bit too short for them, okay? But for those who are on Patreon, you'll be getting the whole thing, and I'll use the same opportunity to take those same in-depth messages and have them and DVD for people, especially in my area, because people in my country and the rest of the Caribbean need to hear a message like this message. And I want to also encourage and thank also those who've been sharing the message around with others. Now at this time, I want to give you the sign of enlightenment, of which many who are deceived, afraid of this sign, the sign of the single eye, of which Matthew 6:22 tells you, if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And I'm saying to you, my brothers and my sisters, when you come to have this experience, you will burst this crown chakra, and you will come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N, and it is the dawning of a new day in your life. And you will come to realize that without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And that the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. And that we are the people of the sun. Therefore, let us use our mind power to achieve our every desire. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.